Hello you. Well, as you can see, this is Gloom on the Amiga 1200. Yeah, I got the Amiga 1200 up and running with WHD load, well, kind of, and an expansion of memory in the trapdoor underneath. So, in theory, I should be able to get WHD load working properly, but at the moment I'm still running off a GoTech drive. But because I've got fast memory, that means that this Amiga 1200 is faster than stock now. It's not got one of those ridiculous vampire boards in it, or whatever the other fancy ones are. I don't know. They cost hundreds and hundreds of pounds, and thus make your Amiga roughly equivalent to, well, like a 486. I know that lots of people are very, they do love their Amigas though, and they spend lots of money at the time pimping up their Amigas. But yeah, I've got a 486 laptop kicking around. No, actually, it's not even a 486; it's a Pentium. So when I finally get around to doing some DOS games, I'll be doing it on that. And spending several £100s to bring an Amiga up to that sort of level, that seems a little silly for me to do. Hey, if that's the sort of thing you like to do, then go ahead, feel free. I'm certainly not going to rock up at your door and go, no, you are wrong. Babylon 5 and all that, yeah. No, because, yeah, I mean, I've got Risk PC over there gathering dust that I need to do stuff with. Yeah, far too many little money pits are all around the place, so spending silly money pimping up an Amiga 1200, so it's less like a stock. I'd rather it was more like a stock machine, you know. But because it's got memory, it is now faster, and I figure it should be able to run something like this. Obviously, if you've got something like an Amiga 2000, 4000, silly amounts of memory and ridiculous processing power, then obviously it's probably going to be better. But I'm just curious as to what the average bloke on the street with an Amiga 1200 would have thought of this, because I never played it at the time, and I haven't played it since. This is like my first time playing it, so I hope it works. So let's press fire and see, eh? Oh, can we play mouse or joystick? I'll go with joystick. Violence model, meaty. This keyboard, right? Meaty, messy or meaty? I don't know what's. Let's just have it meaty, shall we? I don't know. Keyboard, CD32 pad, joystick. Oh, so no mouse. Okay, well, we'll go with joystick. I was thinking, because the first time I played Doom, it was with keyboard. I didn't play mouse, so I couldn't get used to. Flicking the mouse left and right to turn left and right was fine, but I never found any way of locking down the controls for forward and back, so I was always wobbling forwards and backwards all the time, and I never liked that with the mouse. Quake 2 actually was the one that got me to play with mouse and keyboard. Let's go one player game. Please insert Gloom data disk, and we will go for. No, that's not the one. There we go. Disc 2. You got that? Yes, thank you. Ooh, it's like changing music. And okay. Simple stuff. Watch out for ambushes though. They've got something seriously wrong with their muscles, haven't they? There's something really. Yeah. Still, there we go. And that bloke's quite short, really, isn't he? I suspect. I mean, what was it? How Clive James described Schwarzenegger back in the day? Wasn't it? He was like a condom stuffed with walnuts. Right. Okay. There's something moving in the distance there. There's some pixels. Oh, right. Someone's firing it. Oh, okay. I can't really strafe here, can I? That was quite meaty. So, if I hold down Alt, can I? Shift? No. Amiga key? No. So I don't know how I can strafe. So circle strafing is not going to be an option. That's a weapon boost. Okay, thank you for telling me. Strafing would be nice. No, keys don't do anything there. I guess because I was just doing control, no. Space. Nope, we have no strafing from left to right. So no way of sidestepping. Are these doors that look like Professor Huey from Blake 7? Blake 7. Buck Rogers, I mean? No, it just appears to be random. I've just realised I haven't zoomed in. Let's see if we can... I mean, I can zoom right in here, can't I? So you can... I mean, you can see it's that big on the screen. But look, I can zoom in so it looks like it's full screen for you. Almost, kind of. Right, let's get going. Oh, that's not ripped off Aliens, is it? So much like weapon power. Still took several shots to kill these blokes, didn't it? Alright, get up close and then back away from them firing madly. You're not dead. I'll make you dead. There we go. Yeah, those blast doors opening. Weapon boosted to full. Those blast doors are definitely from Aliens, weren't they? But I suppose if you're going to rip off sound effects from something, Aliens is a good one. You can have some smart guns as well. Right. Right! That's the first level of Gloom then. Watch out for aggro skinheads. Are those all skinheads there? Because kind of hard to tell. I said they just look like condoms filled with walnuts in army fatigues. These doors as well? No. What about around here? Always double check what's behind you. And these sort of things, they're going to hide other things, aren't they? As soon as you've... They all dead? No. So they have the sense to get out of the way then. Once if I hold down the button. Kind of get used to dodging out of the way instead of strafing, I guess. Strafing obviously better, but you go with what you can, don't you? Come on out. Oh, there's another one hiding in there. What's this thing? This bouncing green thing. New weapon. Well, obviously it's a new weapon and a weapon boost. So if I press 2 maybe? Oh! I've hit some blood on the screen there. See, it's not coming off. What's this then? It triggers an Aliens dropship sounding sound effect again. I'm guessing one of these doors is open now, is it? Both of them are open now. Bullets seem to get stuck on the walls a bit. Right. They are coming for me, aren't they? Yeah, mouse control would be more accurate, I feel. I've also got no idea where my ammo is. If I have any. Damn. Yeah, strafing would make it easier to get out the way of stuff, wouldn't it? Right, there we go. I have a fully boosted snot gun now. Oh, health bonus. That looked like a milk bottle. A baby's milk bottle. Hey, I guess if baby food's good enough for Robocop. Oh dear. Oh dear, game over, man. Game over. Oh, no, we go again. I live. Oh, we don't have to go through it all over again, but we've got blood all over the screen here. Whoa, okay. These are the aggro skinheads then, are they? You think guys without armour wouldn't be as hard, wouldn't you? Woo! Milk bottle, there we go. It tastes like baby food. Knock yourself out, Johnson. Whee! Now things get serious. Oh, we get the serious Sam in on it then? Stop mentioning better, more advanced PC FPSs, Rob. It'll only wind people up. And we don't do winding up on this channel, do we? We just play games and enjoy them. And this is enjoyable. It is making me think I do need to do Aliens vs Predator on the Jaguar. They're firing all around us. I dread to think how much it would have cost you to have a system capable of playing this back in the day at the time, you know? To be able to play... How much was an Amiga 1200? I mean, I couldn't afford an Amiga... Well, I probably could have afforded an Amiga 1200 if I'd sold my Commodore 64 at the right time. But I never wanted to sell my Commodore 64 unless I was going to get, I think in my head, at least something like £300 for it with all the games that I had and the disk drive and stuff. And then that would have basically got me probably an Amiga 500. I mean, I'll have to look up, which obviously means I'm not going to do it, isn't it? How much an Amiga 1200 cost new. But it never seemed like... I never particularly wanted to give up on my 64 and upgrade, he says in quotes. Ooh, I've got 2 beams now. This is getting more like it, isn't it? Could do with some health, mind. Mega weapon out. Oh, that was a temporary power up. Oh, you kids. I never really wanted to upgrade from my 64 to an Amiga if it meant giving up on my 64. So I stuck with my 64 and ended up, while mates upgraded to other systems and I collected their old systems off them for an absolute pittance. Mega weapon boost, right, so let's make the most of this. Oh, out again. And a little bit of milk. Yeah, so I ended up collecting more and more of my mates' C64 stuff, while some of them went to Amiga or consoles and things, and I just kept building up the 64 collection, and then it got to the point where Commodore 64 was never going to make much money being sold, so I'd missed my upgrade opportunity to sell and put more towards getting an Amiga 1200, Amiga 500, 600, 1200. But how much would I don't remember how much let's say a 1200 would have cost, especially with extra memory and stuff like that. How much would it have cost in the day to have a rig that could play Gloom like this? I mean, like this, he's saying, with a hard drive in as well, and hard drives wouldn't have been cheap. As it was, I just kept going on the 64 until many years later, when I went to uni and found that I really did need to have my own computer, and that's when I got into PCs. And Doom. on a 486 DX266 with 4 meg of RAM. And it took me about a year and a half to be able to upgrade it to 8 meg of RAM. And then that meant I could play Dark Forces. Ooh. I don't like the way the bullets clip on the walls, and that's irritating. But I don't mind the fact that you don't seem to have a limit on your bullets. Wasn't there an alleyway up here? Where did I die then? No. I sworn one of these had a... Was it not? Ooh, there's another one. Damn. Just can't get out of the way. I suppose I've got... Yeah. More practice needed dodging. Ah, it was... Yeah. I didn't need both of those, but there we go. Weapon boost. Lovely. Wonder what the next one's going to be. Is it going to be blue? Oh, okay. Is this going to squish me if I'm not careful? I suspect it probably will. Not too bad. Oh, no, it will squish me. Oh, what's this? Health bonus. And an eye thing. Well, I'm not sure I want to go in there. I want to go and get these... there were more power-ups here, weren't there? Mega weapon boost. What's in here? Death. Lots of messy death. Ooh. What's this? Damn, my mega weapon ran out. But still, plenty of bullets left to slaughter them. Oh, and to get slaughtered as well. Game over. Oh, well. Bum. No, not bum. Gloom. Let's zoom out so you can see that again. Well, I might as well go back to there, eh? Yeah, that is Gloom on the Amiga 1200. And it's pretty good. I suspect maybe if it was keyboard or mouse. What were the other options? Keyboard. I wonder whether that is keyboard and mouse. So I'll just quickly do keyboard and see what it's... Yeah, I'll quickly do keyboard and see whether... Of course, I don't know what the controls are. Oh, and let's try messy rather than meaty. Okay, let's put the joystick to one side and let us see whether it is just keyboard or if it is keyboard and mouse. Yeah. Well, it's not letting me... Wasn't paying any attention to mouse clicks then. So, I'm suspecting it is just going to be keyboard, isn't it? Right, so yeah, we can turn left and right. Oh, look at that, we can strafe. I don't know what fire is though. Hello? Oh, come on, why didn't you make it space or... Control moves forwards. Shift is backwards. Are you kidding me? What the hell is fire? How do you not make fire something really easy to find on a key... Is it mouse? Am I supposed to be pressing left mouse button? It's not enter. It's not space. It's not Amiga key. Oh, it's Amiga key. Oh, there we go. So you can hold down Alt, tap the Amiga key, and just strafe up and down that corridor, killing anything that walks past. There we go. Still can't quite circle strafe though, can I? I've lost control a bit there. So yeah, if you just want to play joystick because that's all you're used to, then that's fine. But weirdly, keyboard seems to be better. Keyboard is better than joystick control. And you think, what, really? But keyboard and mouse, that would be the way to go. But I guess no one had quite thought of that yet, have they? I mean, obviously, no, they must have, because I mean, this is knocking off Doom, isn't it? And there was keyboard and mouse controls in Doom. Oop, no. That way. I keep forgetting what the buttons are. Oop. Come on. There we go. Still looks quite messy, this, doesn't it? That's the door behind opened up, isn't it? How did I not get that? Ooh. Come on out. There we go. Yeah, I get the feeling if you'd spent a silly amount of money on Amiga 1200 and expansion for it, and then you bought this, you would be showing this off to people quite a bit. And then not wanting to be shown stuff that PC owning friends had got. I mean, thinking about it, my 486 way back when cost about 1,100 quid, which is a lot of money back then. Like I said, with 4 Mega RAM, but it did have a 16-bit Sound Blaster compatible Adlib knockoff sound card and a CD drive and speakers. Because I'd seen Doom running in a shop with just the PC speaker going beep, 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 beep. And I saw another one in the same shop next to it with a sound card in and rah, boom. Yeah, that's the one I want, thanks. And so, yeah, so it was quite a spanky machine at the time. But 1,100 quid for a PC, I don't know how much a pimped up Amiga would have cost. And let's face it, this was kind of as good as it was going to get, wasn't it? Whereas the PC was lots of new stuff. I'm going to Doom 2. Done. Well, anyway, yeah, we get the idea. We're seeing the same levels again here, aren't we? But I think it's slightly better with I just realised I hadn't zoomed in. Well, you saw what it was like before, and you've got to watch the pretty lights, didn't you? Yes, we like the pretty lights. So I'd say I'm undecided. Like, I have to decide now. I can play PC stuff. I can play Amiga stuff. Woohoo! It's the future. But I'm kind of glad at the time that I stuck with my C64 and then went to PC and didn't do the whole upgrading to Amiga and losing out on my Commodore 64. Yeah, because I would have lost out on my C64, and no, I do love my 64. So, and look, I'm able to go back to Amiga stuff now and enjoy it without it costing me a silly amount of money that it would cost me back then. Yeah, Gloom. Going back to the game in hand, it's pretty good. I preferred Doom, but I can see why Amiga owners at the time would have been like, whoa, yes. So there was Alien Breed 3D, wasn't there? I should like to give that a go. If this beast is up to that task, I don't know. But hey, I can experiment and find out, can't I? But anywho, yes, that's Gloom on the Amiga 1200. With some extra memory, so it's probably running faster than a stock one, so I don't know what it would be like on a stock one, but it runs alright here, in a small enough window. I wonder, does it... no, plus and minus doesn't increase or decrease the window size. There's probably all sorts of ways you can configure it and fanny about with it, but this is just running as it comes stock off the disk without any fannying around, and it seems perfectly fine to me. So yeah, Gloom on the Amiga 1200. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll catch you on the next one maybe. Ta-ta!